Hi, good morning, friends. How are we? Thursday is here. We're about ready to slide into that weekend, aren't we? Again. Well, good morning. We are overcast this morning, but we are going to be exceedingly hot today. We're supposed to be 97 today. That's just so early, so hot, so humid, so miserable. So this person is going to be in this house today. I am not going anywhere. It is just far too hot. It's exhausting how hot it gets because you go outside and you're like, ugh, I'm in an oven. Ugh. Anyways, how are we this morning on this Thursday? I am wearing pink and green, and I'm going to try a very different look today. Um, I'm going to try, I don't know how it's going to look, but we're going to give it a go. I am going to try pink and green eyeshadow. Don't know how it's going to look at all, but it's makeup. So if I look like a clown, I'll just be happy all day, right? I mean, who's going to see it? I don't know. Whoever wants to click on this video and look at it. But pink is my favorite color, and my leggings are pink and green roses. And so pink roses with green background. And so we are going to do pink and green, and we're going to use my Fenty pink blush highlighter eyeshadow palette and this LA Colors green. Oh, oops, excuse me, it just broke. This green, look at these beautiful greens. I'm really excited to try that. So, and then I'll have to fix my little pack in here. So let's get going. So prep's all done. Brows are done. The brows were a nightmare today. They don't look good. I'm just going to warn you. I don't want to hear any comments, but they are what they are. And it just is what it is. God didn't give me a great set of brows. So it's just not a lot I can do about it, or complain about it won't do any good. So let's just move on, as they say. So grab a drink, your supplies, your makeup, and all your tools, and let's get ourselves put together this morning. Let's get ready for this Thursday in June. My iced coffee, my energy drink for the morning. All right, that's all done. I've also done my under eye, and today I am using my Catrice because it is pink, so I want that pink undertone. I've also, of course, done my Holy Grail, my Fix and Glow Makeup Revolution. I was reading an article about this company. This company is really, really coming on strong. Um, there are so many manufacturers and product lines available right now in the makeup industry. It is just absolutely exploding. Um, but these guys are really coming on strong. They've got a really good portfolio. They've got a really, really good financial statement. Um, I like to see that, especially because this is you can buy this at a drugstore. This is not a huge high-end product. When I started to first buy this, this was $6. I think now it's maybe 10 or 11. Um, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it. It just preps my skin beautifully. So, now, so all that's done. So now we need to get moving on to our foundation, which of course, as you guys know, I'm using the Tier foundation, this incredibly popular foundation. And I am using a brush with it. I do not like the sponge. Doesn't mean it's not good. It's just not what I like to use. I just get a better result with it when I use a brush. The look for me comes out much smoother using a brush, and I try to just stipple it on um, to get that really airbrushed finish. Once somebody asked me oh gosh, it's been a couple of days ago and I just have forgotten to respond to this. They asked me why I didn't do my ears. You know, a lot of people take their foundation out onto their ears. And truthfully, the main reason I don't do that is I don't change my earrings very often. Um, I have 3 or 4 sets of earrings that I wear most of the time. Um, and they are diamond earrings. And so if I was to take this and put it out on my ears, um, I would get it all over the diamonds. And I would have to continually be, cleaning and washing them. And you're probably saying, well, you could just take them off and put them on. 9 times out of 10, unless I pin my hair back, I have my hair done like this, or I pin it back, and I don't see that there's that big of a difference in it, truthfully, to do that. And just something about it, for me anyways, just doesn't set right with me. I just don't want that product on my ears. So, right or wrong, there is no right or wrong, right? It is whatever makes you comfortable. If you do it, go for it. If you like it, go for it. If you don't, that's okay too. Okay, that looks really nice. I did check, by the way. I talked the other day about my contour and how I was kind of feeling like it was too heavy. I did check it when I took it off last night, and there was a significant difference um, in the amount that came off with by using a lighter hand with this. And so I'm definitely going to modify and not use quite as much product. For me, that's just what I'm comfortable with. Okay. You do you. If you like that really, really defined look, who am I to tell you not to do that? I mean, that's what I don't get sometimes about this social media that we are all in. Um, who is anybody? How does anybody think they have the right to tell anybody what to do? It just, yeah, if you think that they could do it better, then, constructive criticism always goes so much better than hateful, just downright rude and insulting comments, right? For the life of me, I don't get that. So for me, I just don't believe in that. And I'm never going to tell you that it's wrong to do a specific thing. If it works for you and you are happy with it, and that's all that matters. To down under your chin. So as you can see, I do use the darker colors, the bottom two first, and then I come back and I just blend out with those lighter two colors, just to ensure that I don't have any lines. And I do this before I put on my powders because I just feel like I get a much softer, not quite so chiseled look there, more natural look but again, my opinion. All right, so we've got that on. Now, keep looking, I keep catching something out of the corner of my eye up there with that one brow. Let me just check it and see. Nope, it's just me. Just my crazy eyesight right now. I'm struggling with my eyesight. I did 2 very important videos yesterday. They were just general videos that I got out there because I had never heard of these 2 particular conditions that I currently have. And when I found out about them, as you all saw yesterday, I was completely freaked out, completely freaked out. And I didn't know anything about them. Nothing. I'd never heard of either one of these things. And so I did 2 videos yesterday that I think are very, very important for, especially for us mature people, to really be aware of these 2 conditions. So in the event that you have them, you do the right thing and seek a specialist, a actual specialized eye doctor. I just absolutely and totally freaked out at the doctor's office, and I would hate for anybody to have that same experience that I had. Luckily, my clinic that I go to is just, they're wonderful, and they were so supportive and helpful. So check those out. They're on this channel, and I did them yesterday. So take a few minutes and go out there and have a look at them. It's well worth your time, I promise you. Okay, let's get that on. Let's just tap those brows. All right. So what I'm going to do with this pink and green look, I will have to add probably a another pencil, and I did not get that out. I'm sorry. Let me grab that real quick. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to get it out. And we're going to get out a green eye pencil. Not organized this morning, guys. I apologize. I thought I had got it out last night when I decided what I was going to wear today. Obviously, I did not. Green. No, it's too close to the other color, so I'm going to have to go a little bit darker. I'm also going to grab a brown one too, just in case I have to darken the green, which I might have to do. We'll just see here. Okay, so we're going to start. Golly, that complexion looks nice today. I did exfoliate again last night, and just love the way my skin looks that very next day after I have exfoliated. You just get all that goopy dead stuff off. And okay, so we're going to start with my blush, but we're going to use it today as eyeshadow. And I'm also probably going to be using this. This is my Perfect Pour Pink Pack, and using this as a powder, sort of combination powder eyeshadow, just for underneath here, and potentially to use this to blend. And I do want to get it up on the top up here, get some height to the eye socket, just right up underneath my brow bone and my brow itself. Okay, let's pick up this Water Brat by Fenty, F-E-N-T-Y, Fenty. And let's get that on the bottom here, on the lid. And we're going to take it up onto the bone. When you take it up onto the bone like I do, it makes this area of your eye look bigger, which then helps your eye itself look bigger. And when you have dark, dark brown eyes like I do, one thing you want to be cognitive of is that depending on what colors you are using, you can actually cause your eye to sink backward. And so that's why it's really important to open them up this way and open them up this way, by the colors you use and by the techniques you use. Okay, so we've got that on. Let's just make sure we're don't have a lot of fallout. Now, using this beautiful green, let me get my correct brush here. Ugh, this is LA Colors. This is the blue, this is the green side, and this is the blue side over here. And these, I had forgotten about this little palette. I've had it a really long time, but I just, when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's the color in my pants. I got to do something. So I'm going to be using this color and this color. I'm going to blend them. I'm going to start with the lighter and then add the brighter on top. And we are going to come right here. And we are going to stipple. You will have to get and use quite a bit of products if you buy this palette. If you can even find this palette, I don't know if you can find it anymore, but using these lighter sort of neon-y colors, you a lot of times really have to stipple to get enough product. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just stippling it in here, packing it, and then we'll blend it once we get the fallout under control, because there is quite a bit of fallout. It's one of the reasons I started with that powder down there too, because I knew there was going to be a lot, and there is a lot. Okay. Let's go to the other side and let's just pack that in there. Pack it in there. Okay. And now I'm going to come in with my pencil. I'm going to use the pencil, and then I'm going to come back over with the same powder, but with a very fine brush, because this is a cream product. So the cream product will go on, and then the powder will go on and will seal that. We've done this a few times in the past. And I'm going down to close to the hairline as I can get it. Now you can see that's definitely a pigmented pencil. Okay. Creating a little wing out there too. We'll clean that up with a tissue in just a bit. Okay, so then I'm going to get a very fine brush, very tiny little brush that is angled like this, and we're going to dip back into that really light green color. Yeah, it's exactly what I wanted it to do. And I am going over that pencil now with my green. And that's exactly what I wanted it to do. And then I'm just blending upward. You're going to get a lot of fallout here, guys. A lot of this is the packet, the actual formula for this particular eyeshadow palette. It is an LA Colors, and so it is just a palette that you're going to get quite a bit of fallout from. Okay, and then we're going to take our little brush and we're going to just go up and continue to create that little wing. Oh, look at that green. Oh, I love it. Green against my brown eyes is really great. Okay, so I think we've got enough there. I may need to, let me just grab a little bit more of that using that same brush, and let's just pack a little bit more right up in here. Using that line, the crease in my eye, transitional crease right here. I'm literally just packing this with the brush. We'll blend here in just a little bit, just to make sure that we have really nice blended lines. Okay, beautiful. Okay, now let's go back to that smaller brush that I was using. I need to, now I'm going to get an even smaller one. Even tiny, it's a tiny, tiny, tiny little brush here, as you can see. I'm going to go back into Water Brat. And I'm just going to go on to the very top side of the lid right here. So I want to see the pink right there. Yeah. Gorgeous. All right. Now, let's get all this cleaned up. I'm going to use my pink triangular little compress powder puff here, and we're going to come under the eye and we're going to really clean up that fallout because there is quite a bit. Put some brightness under the eye as well while we're doing it. And then let's blend all the way down. Okay, now taking a clean tissue, I'm gonna wrap it in my finger so my nail is kind of at the end here, and I'm just going to clean that up a little bit. Yep, didn't get a bunch off, but I did get some. All right, blend. Let's blend now. Let's just make sure that we don't want to blend too hard because I don't want to take all my green away. I do want to blend the sides here. All right. Let me just get a little bit of lip gloss on. lips are so incredibly dry. I am not going to use Brat today for blush. I am going to use my Christian Dior blush. Because the Brat has a shimmer to it, and because it's on my eyes, I just think it would be too much to do it on my eyes and then do it on my cheeks. So we are going to use Christian Dior's Backstage Rosy Glow today. This is definitely a summery, springy look with the greens and the pinks. Beautiful. All right. Settle down, Bubba. My little boy's under my feet today. Okay, now we're going to come in and we're going to line our lips. And this is my Rimmel of London new lip liner. And I will put the color number in the description. This glides on so easily, and I love it because it has a angled end. For that area of your lips, it makes it so much easier. To get that line that we all want. Just going into the corners a little bit. I don't like to overline my lips, but a lot of people do. Let me get the right color here. We're going to use this Tarte lipstick today. This is Lip Plump, and the color is Pink Shimmer Glass, which I use this quite a bit, and I do love it. It's a very, very pretty, reflective. Love that. I'm not going to put any lip gloss on top of it. I don't feel like I need it, but okay. I need a little bit more of my blush, I think. So I don't look washed out. Okay. Let's see how. Where did I put my curler? I forgot that too. So sorry. Get these eyelashes curled here. I am going to use the Panorama again today. I'm trying to use that up because I do have a new one that I purchased. Go on, get out. Somebody asked me the other day, just a conversation I was having, and there was a little girl at the counter with me, and we were talking about these. The little girl was, oh, but doesn't that hurt your eyes, mommy? Doesn't that hurt your eyes? It was so precious. Generally, and it should not hurt your eyes when you're doing it. So if it is hurting your eyes, then just readjust where you're doing it. You're probably getting a little too close, a little far down, and you're actually catching some of the skin. All right, let's get our mascara on. I have a question for all of you, and I would just love it if you had some time, if you could give me some feedback on what your thoughts are on this particular subject. You know, in this industry, there's a lot of influencers that are in this, that do this for their income. You know, it is their job, it is their livelihood. And so they accept payments, right, for endorsing products. I do this because this is a way that I can relax, help other people. I have 3 businesses in addition to the modeling and acting work that I do. So this is fun for me. This is my release. This is my relaxation, which I don't do enough of. So I am very, very curious how you feel about watching somebody that is getting paid for using the product. Do you feel like they are giving you an honest review? Or do you feel like their review is influenced by the fact that they are getting paid for it? Now, it's obvious that when a company pays somebody to use their product and do a review, there's a financial interest. But to be honest with you, I personally feel like a lot of these companies are using influencers, and when there is a controversy, whatever that controversy may be, the actual brand is the one that's actually coming out on the top because it's creating even more activity, even more exposure. More people are getting involved because there's a controversy. So they are actually benefiting from controversy. And it could, it could eventually hurt that person's income. Because if you're an influencer and you are endorsing a brand and you're getting paid to endorse that brand and you don't do a positive review, how is that gonna, it's just a really complex situation, and it's a very confusing, in my mind, it's a very confusing, um, it doesn't seem to be a line. You know how there's always a line in the sand, right, wrong, do, don't. In this particular situation, it's very convoluted because you're an influencer and you're using these products and you're getting paid to use these products. But if you do a bad review, is it going to end that endorsement? It's just, to me, it's just, I don't know. What do you feel about it? How do you feel about influencers that are getting paid, I mean, lots and lots of money. Lots and lots of money. Uh, the two people at the top of the influencing world, in the makeup area anyways, they are making entertainment type revenue. What I mean by that is what entertainers are making. And that's just staggering. So how do you continue to have an objective point of view? That's the question, if you're getting paid for it. And I don't know what the answer is. So I'm really curious what you guys think. All right, let's take a look here and see what we look like today. Do we look like a clown? No. Oh, that's really pretty. I love the green and the pink, and the shimmer on the lip looks really nice. It looks very springy. Looks look good. How do the brows look? The brows look pretty good. Need a little bit of help here on one of them. So I'm dipping back into my Adell powder just to get some uniformity to them. All right. Just use my pins to clean that right there. All right. And clean that right there. Okay. Very good. That's it today. Pinks and greens. What do y'all think? I kind of like it. I think it looks really nice today. Let's just go up and grab the end of my brow and just brush those up a little bit, soften them out a little bit. Pink and green. There you go. Have a splendid, productive, wonderful Thursday wherever you are. I hope it is a great day and that you just knock it out of the ballpark. And I hope your week has been a good week. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for such special messages yesterday. I was really struggling yesterday. And the kind, thoughtful messages that I got just made my heart sing. And I so appreciate the thoughtfulness and the words and the time that you took to just reach out and give me a hug. If I could have gotten a hug, I did get that hug. I felt it and I so appreciate it. That's what this is about. It's helping each other in those times, those challenging times when we need some extra help and we need some extra encouragement. And you gave me that yesterday, and I am so incredibly humbled and blessed. So thank you. Make it a fantastic day. Let's all just work as hard as we can to have our very best life, be as successful as we can, have it all, whatever all is in your world. Let's help each other get there. Remember, you are your biggest supporter. You can do anything you set your mind to. Hard work, faith, love, and dedication. I believe you can get there. Just visualize it, put your game plan in place, and then don't let anybody get in your way. Don't settle. Don't just scooch by. Knock it out of the park. Kill it out of the park. And remember, your age, it's just a number. It doesn't mean anything really. It shouldn't prevent you from doing what you want to do. It just is a number. It identifies your age, the year you were born, but it should not prevent you from chasing the goals and the dreams that you have, and make sure they're as shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars. Go high, don't go low. This is Carrie from Texas. I hope you have a splendid day today. Be safe. God bless. Thank you for being part of my small but growing community here. If you're new, please let me know so I can reach out and thank you for joining us. And I want to hear from you. I really do. I look forward to sitting in this chair every day in the mornings and reading your messages. God bless. I love you. Have a wonderful day, everybody.